Behind me is the Merritton neighbourhood of the City of St. Catharines. This neighbourhood endured flooding starting in 2008, which had affected homes, possessions, made backyards unusable. Residents, long-time residents, had never experienced anything like this. Today, these residents, this neighbourhood, is faced with new questions. Questions that are serious, and we need to find answers. I'm standing at the ravine that Sam Demeter, owner of Sun Collision, had filled in. This ravine was filled in without permission, without permits from the City of St. Catharines. The history of this ravine had been given to me by local residents well into their 60s, who told me that they played as children. They had seen all kinds of natural life, animals, frogs, everything in this ravine. It was also the natural water course. To take the water away from a neighbourhood, from a public park, and take it so that it would run off into the normal course of storm sewers. Sam Demeter filled all this in. Now, I'm going to use my tape measure. It's 25 feet in length for an approximation for the depth of the fill so far. And I'm going to slowly feed it down to the bottom of the ravine as far as the tape measure will allow me. And you can see we're at 24 feet, and we're not fully at the bottom of the ravine as yet. And what you're looking at now is the natural ravine that's been left since Sam Demeter, owner of Sun Collision, had filled in a massive portion of it. This was once a playground for animals and for children. It no longer can be that. I'm standing with the perimeter fence built by Sam Demeter behind me. The width of this fence is approximately 70 feet. That is the width of the fill that has been dumped into this ravine without permits. Approximately 425 feet of this natural ravine had been filled in illegally. The Niagara Escarpment Commission compliance officer, who had been out here, examined, had put it in writing that the fill had been done without any permits. Nobody would be able to fill this much of a natural ravine without permit. The questions still linger. This orange stain that you see in the ditch only begins at the corner of the building for Sun Collision, where its paint and refinishing shop is. This same orange water was coming from a drain from an apartment complex in 2010, brought to the attention of the Ministry of the Environment, and the Ministry of the Environment didn't even take samples. Later, City of St. Catharines engineers claimed it was just rust from a drain. Can they explain this over a year later, once again, and only coming at the corner where a paint and refinishing shop for a smash repair, Sam Demeter's Sun Collision. The orange water extends in the ditch for at least 150 feet. It goes all the way to a runoff drain past that little snowbank that you see. You will be able to see that the water, the orange tinted water, has made its way underneath the ice and the snow. It is now progressing. The sediment is visible in the ditch itself. As it pans down, you can physically see the sediment sit in that ditch. That is going all the way over to the storm sewer drain. Now, this is the storm sewer drainage that had been installed after Ministry of the Environment investigation. It is approximately 150 to 170 feet away where you first saw the orange water in the ditch. There is no staining on the other side of the drain. if water was coming from the drain, it would overflow both sides, not only on the side of Sam Demeter's Sound Collision, and being a ditch, it has been dug so that the incline is away from the drain. So therefore the water is only coming from that corner of the building. Behind me is the complex of townhouses, and in 2010, in December of 2010, Ministry of the Environment inspector came to look at the drain. It was gushing massive amounts of orange water. It had stained the driveway all the way down into Pinecrest and into the storm runoff sewers. The roadway behind me and the section of the parking area around the drain had its asphalt paving removed and a brand new cement pad poured. Why? The city claimed it was only rust. They refused to investigate any further. Ministry of the Environment took no tests and had provided a letter stating that they did not test that orange water. Yet a city truck pumped for over 4.5 hours. Why? What was in this water? What was city making sure that the public didn't know about? Because it's back, and you've seen enough of it now.